Catch me outside. How about that?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Look at Sierra face. Look. She was just like,
Yo,
catch me outside.
It's definitely been. I miss y'all.
Man, we gotta stop meeting like this, bro.
We do. We got to stop meeting like this.
This like a what Lady Gaga call it? A bad romance.
Jeez.
You trying to read my poker face?
What? What do you even mean?
I don't know.
I don't play the pause game, but I feel like maybe pause.
If there was one more to start.
Pause. I'm trying to read my poker face.
Oh my
Pause.
gosh.
Oh man, listen.
What's the word, man?
No, we do gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
Like I feel like we came back from holiday break at the beginning of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did another episode after that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then we stopped,
Mm-hmm.
and then we came back. We're not beefing, and then we just went right back on.
Right back to silence, like
Right.
okay.
Right back to silence. Yeah. Listen,
This is like when you run into that ex that y'all still cool, like y'all ain't in on bad terms, but y'all just don't speak. But then you see each other and it's all love, and it's like, hey, I used to frequent you. Frequent. Like visit. So she like,
Man,
no.
I wouldn't know.
yeah. Me neither. Oh my.
Man.
Oh.
Man, I tell you what, bro. This year, I felt like life been lifing. Like in multiple different ways for all of us, bro. But just life been lifing, and
Yeah.
it's been interesting. Go ahead.
What would you compare it to?
I don't know how to compare it to. I'll just say that like I don't know, when we started up, like, you know, when I joined us to the pod, I just say this, I felt like we was all like at a good space, everything was cool, and we was just chilling. Nothing much big was happening. Like some things happening like that. Like I know you took a short hiatus for a second.
For sure.
Like that. But I mean, do that. I'm just saying that like it was just like a what's this called? I don't know, this year just kicked around, bro. 2022 kicked around, and we was just like life be lifing.
If I can compare it, the life in my life been lifing is like Life, the movie. Like it's like the things that can go wrong has went wrong.
Gotcha.
And then me and Claude been trying to figure out the way out, and it ain't nothing work. Like we coming up with plans, but it ain't working. It ain't working, but it's going. But we standing on them bottles laughing. That's happening.
Yeah. It's gonna be straight, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. For me, it's just been like a snowball, man. Like,
It's soft.
It's like if it ain't one thing, it's another. It's just been rolling and rolling and rolling until it got big enough, and then it just burst, and now it's like, okay. But it's cool now, because now that it's over, you know, now we can get back to some type of normalcy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like bit by bit. I'm not saying.
I feel like you're trying to sell me on COVID,
I said, I'm looking at you like you saying, I'm like, we just talk about how life be life, and you trying to say, but it's gonna be our. What you mean, bro? Life been life, and it's not. I don't know that. I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
That's what they told us about the pandemic. We're gonna get back to a sense of normalcy.
Yeah, bro.
Some semblance.
Yeah, bro. It's not gonna be normal, bro. But
It's gonna be the new normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it all happens in the growth and maturation in life, and so it'll never be the same as it was. It'll just continue to grow into a more beautiful new thing. I think that's the hard part, because I think, you know, I mean, like I think as human beings we always want it the way we want it, but then like when you come to really accept where you're at and moving forward in that, there's a beauty in that. But the struggle really comes from holding so tightly to what was, you know, and for good reason, honestly. But it's just a moment to when we can accept the new reality and moving forward in that, there's a beauty in it as well.
Yeah, I agree. It's like what you was, to add on to what you were saying, like it's definitely a struggle, but like through struggle comes growth. And with growth, it's uncomfortability. But in order to get comfortable, you got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, life is lifing, but eventually, eventually it'll be what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And we'll be stronger and tougher and better for it.
Yeah.
Tell y'all something, man. I ain't liking 30. Like, my 20s was cool. Late 20s was, man. But 30, nigga, 30 has been like, when they tried to sell you on that charcoal toothpaste? Like, that's what it's been like. It's been, matter of fact, better than that, it's been like a charcoal face mask. Like, bruh, it's like the one where you peel off. Hey. But it's like if you got it right in the corner of your eye and you try to slow peel it, or like when they put them stickers on your chest at the hospital and they catch your hairs and you got to peel it off real. That's what 30 been like, nigga. 30 is like a sticker on chest hairs. That's what 30 has been like.
That's tough.
30 for me has been me getting reacquainted with my body. That's what 30 been like for me. Cause like if it's not like eating certain foods and stuff, and it's like my stomach is just like, hold on now, you can cross the threshold. Back then it was okay. Now you gotta wait. Like it's been a hope. Like last week. It was last week. Yeah, it was last week. Me and Sierra, like we started working out. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm trying to incorporate exercise into my life. Well, every day. That's what I'm trying to do, right? I haven't been doing as a good job as I wanted to do with it, but it's just like now hitting 30. You know what I'm saying? Like is I don't know, man. Now it's kind of just like, all right, yo, you didn't have your fun eating everything that you want to eat whenever you wanted to eat it, but now it's like, what you gonna do when 40 get here? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not trying to be 40, and there is no judgment to anybody with your body type or whatnot like that. I'm just talking about for me personally. I'm not trying to be 40 with like a beer belly gut, and I'm still slim, skinny. That's not a good look for me. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to look like a lowercase b.
Oh, I'm saying.
Like a lowercase b.
Yo, I never noticed that.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, like a lowercase b. That's hilarious.
That's opened up so many windows.
No, man. Like I just want to take better care of my body, bro.
Yeah,
I just do.
Like a bop it. Okay. I'm sorry. It came to my mind and I saw it.
Oh shoot.
A bop it.
I like it. I never know.
Hey.
Okay, real quick though.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Man, have y'all tied y'all shoes lately?
Bro, I haven't
never tied my shoe.
I haven't tied my shoe in years.
Nigga.
No, I take it back. I tie my shoe when they're brand new. And once I put them on my feet for the first time, after that, it's slip on, slip off.
That's the knot.
Bruh, I have to double knot it and then pull it behind the tongue. Cause okay, so I tied in a knot, right?
Yeah.
And then I tied it in another knot and then I just tuck it in the shoe.
Why?
Because I don't want to tie it.
But you okay.
That's like how you tie it one time. You know how people normally just stick it on the side?
Yeah.
I don't do that. I tie them together so I don't have to keep sticking them. Man, bro, I bent down to tie my shoe. And the one thing, the knee crack was, I know the knee crack coming.
Bruh.
But like when you get down there and when you try to get up and you got to put that hand on that one lead leg, the good leg, when you get up and you go, Bro, I was like, nah, bro.
Let me tell you something. I've been skinny for a very long time. All my life, actually. But
he's like, there was never a time I was big.
And that's normal to me. Like, bones just randomly cracking. Like, I remember being in school.
What?
And, like, a teacher would ask a question, and I'd reach up and
the old glow stick like that.
That's exactly what it sounded like, bro. So, like, no, I feel you on that. But I wanted to ask the question, since you want to talk about shoes, right? Were y'all ever that kid, like how they used to be in school? Like, if you had the ones or whatnot, like, you wouldn't tie your shoes all the way up? Like, you would have them, like, you would have them tighten up to a certain point, but you really wouldn't tie them?
What, like, let the laces dangle, but not low enough to where I trip on it?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
I'm doing that right now.
I did it with one pair of shoes. And that was when I had the black and white 23s.
What? Oh, like Jordan 23s? Oh, gotcha.
So let me ask you this.
That was it.
You ain't never been afraid in the case where you got to run that you just gonna
Lose a shoe?
Lose a shoe, trip,
I
fall?
got thick feet. I got thick feet. These don't need no shoelaces, bro.
It's all about
Shoelaces
the
need to
knees.
get out the way. That's it.
See, I always
Some
thought
thick
that when
feet.
I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Especially going to a school in the hood. What if something pop off and I got to run? Like, I can't do that if my like, nah, man. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to get as fast as I want to get if I'm running outside of my shoes.
Why is it we got this mentality that if we tie our shoes, we're tight, we'll run faster than we've ever ran before? Why was that the thing
Like Mike.
when you was a kid?
Hey, he got a point. Like Mike, he got a point.
What was
Ace
it?
Club.
We thought to this day, I'd be like, if I tie my shoe up tight, I'm finna get on this treadmill and I'm finna go. And one time I just didn't tie him. And it was the same. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this mentality that if I tie this shoe up extra tight?
Well, it just makes you feel more secure, bro. Like your ankle, like it feels weird when your shoe is on like loose on your foot and your ankle kind of dangling on the shoe. Like when you tie it up tight, you need to know that you and your shoe are one.
Yeah.
Your shoe not gonna get a mind of its own and go wild, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, you and your shoe is one.
Because
Yeah.
my building got like a little gym thing or whatnot. They got a treadmill down there. And I went and I got on the treadmill. And like my shoe was tight. And I felt like I was burning that treadmill, bro. I felt like I was, felt like I was Sonic.
What is it?
I wasn't, because I caught a cramp like, I caught a cramp like 3 minutes into it. And I'm just like, man, bro.
Hey, bro. Them first like moments going back to the gym are the most humbling things that could ever happen to you as a human male.
Yeah.
Man. Because there's people who our identity is in our strength and in our, man, that'll humble you fast. Get on that treadmill, 5 minutes in, and you just like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Like, let me turn this down to 2.
Right, you sitting there like 7? That should be no problem. 7? What?
See,
Huh?
So I did 2 sets, right? So I was running, and I planned on running for longer, but like I said, I caught that cramp. So about 3 or 4 minutes in, I turned it down a little bit. So I tried to walk the cramp out. And then once it got to a certain point again, I turned it all the way back up, and I started running again. All in all, like, I did it for 10 minutes. Right. But I couldn't go no longer than 10 minutes because that cramp was messing with my side, bro. Like, I couldn't, it was in my stomach, side, whatever. Like, I couldn't get past it, man. It was annoying. It was a good workout all around, but, like, it's just, let me ask y'all this. Did y'all ever have to run in school in the cold outside?
It was never cold.
That's right, you from Cali. So yeah, I don't even know why I asked you. That's nice weather all around, all year round.
Yeah, I went to white school before it was dangerous. But I digress.
Oh man. Oh. Man, Cam, you on a dark roll today.
Hey.
You okay?
You have to do it.
Hey.
Oh man.
They gonna catch them.
Yeah, they gonna catch them.
On the back end, they gonna catch
Yeah.
But check this out.
I'm doing great.
Let me. I don't know. So let me, like, like run outside in the cold. No. I've had to stand outside in the cold, but not like run.
No. So I was in a ROTC, and my drill sergeant or whatever, he would make us run. He didn't care what temperature it was outside. He would make us run. Like when we had like the gym portion of RO, like he would make us run outside, bro. And I remember us all running outside there was no hoodies, there was no jackets. We was in like our digital uniforms. So if you don't know what a digital uniform is, just think about what you would normally see at like an army person. Like if you saw an army person, like their attire, that's what a digital uniform is essentially. So he had us running in that, right? Like boots and all. Sometimes, every once in a while, we would be able to wear like sweats and gym shoes, but for the most part, we was like in our digital uniform running. And my shoes were not even, they weren't the right size. They were uncomfortable. They felt cheap. I was disgusted. And every time I lifted my feet up, I could feel the top of the bottom of my foot, like the shoe drop a little bit. Oh, so yeah. Like there was mad space in that shoe. But he would make us run, and I will never forget it. Us running in the cold, I was already upset because running in the cold, I hate that. That's one of my top 3 things that I hate on this planet is running in the cold.
I lied, but go ahead.
Because your whole chest feel like it's on fire. It's like it's on 10. Mm-hmm. But I remember running and me tripping and me tumbling and everybody laughing. But they still kept running. Because if they would have stopped and laughed, then he would have made us all do push-ups in said cold weather. And then, mind you, this was the snow. So it was like dead in December. Bro, I was pissed.
You ain't forget it though.
I would never do ROTC. Nigga, I knew I was never going to the Army. That was one thing I knew.
Well, see, okay, so the other alternative was to be in gym. And when I got to high school, right, they separated the girls from the boys. Mm-hmm. So it was nothing but testosterone and trying to figure out who's the alpha male.
Okay.
And my whole thing was, that was never my vibe. Like, that was never who I was, trying to be like, yeah, I'm the alpha. No, I was just chilling, just doing whatever.
I just want to give you a secret real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to say nothing. All you had to do was just start dunking on everybody and just not saying another word. It would have just been it.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but I was an 8th grader freshman coming into a freshman year. I didn't have none of them skills, none of that confidence, bro. I wasn't at that point yet.
All you had, man, look.
That's what everybody says. They look at me, my height. All you got to do is, son, it's not that easy.
No, I'm just saying, like, 6'2" me in 8th grade. I mean, not that I'm tall, but like just imaginary. I would have just dunked.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Dunking. If I was 6'2" in 8th grade.
Oh, I thought you said you were 6'2".
No, that's why I had to clarify. If I'm not.
All right, got you. So.
That's shady. That's cool. But check this out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd lie. I do run in the cold. I used to. And I used to run from 65th in Ashland to 95th in Ashland and back.
Why?
Because I was an athlete. If you can believe that. I was an athlete at the time. I was skinny. I used to be skinny. Nobody believed me till I show them pictures. But I used to be skinny. So I used to run like 6 miles. So that's 3 miles there, 3 miles back. And I used to do that. Like,
you did.
Just by the moment. So even in the winter, and it was beautiful. It was way better in the winter, except if you had mesh shoes on. Then mesh shoes.
Oh, so, yeah, okay.
Then you was gonna have a bad time.
What's a mesh shoe? I thought mesh shoe. I was thinking about them little jersey, like. It's like what?
Wait, technically that is.
It's like the same material, but the mesh shoes are built differently though.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about you running in shoes with holes in them like that. I'm like, for what? But no, mesh shoes, that makes sense.
But I would do that, and yeah, that was dope though, bro. I don't know. That was like David Goggins, bro. I mean, get after, you gotta wake up. And you gotta your mind start talking to you, start saying this little stuff. You just gotta ignore it and keep running. It's like,
that's like the most PG way of putting it into something.
Did not do it, no.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that made me.
Hey, but let me tell you this. So I went to Marshall, right? So in Marshall, like at some point, somebody kept pulling a fire alarm in the dead of winter. Chicago winter, they going crazy pulling the fire alarm. So we would have to leave, go stand out in the cold, and then go back into class. It only lasted twice with me. I went home. I'm talking about, look, the teacher cleaning his face. I'm not finna stand out here, bro. All right, I'm gonna see you later. If you go, you're gonna get suspended. All right, that's cool, but I'm not finna stand out here. Because we would have to go stand out. We had to wait for everybody to vacate. This take like 15, 20 minutes. And then we got to go back into school.
How close was home?
Like a mile.
So you're getting home before everybody gets back in the building.
No. I couldn't I would like fast walk, but it would take me like 15 minutes to get in the crib.
I'm saying, yeah, so you basically get into the crib by the time everybody get back in the building.
Well, probably, yeah.
Pretty much. That reminds me of too. Like
I never looked back. That's why I couldn't say yeah for sure. Like once I started walking,
right.
I wasn't turning around. They're like, "Where you go?" I went home. I don't know what y'all did.
See, that reminds me of like when I was at Robeson. Like they used to pull the fire alarm faithfully at 6th period every day. You know what 6th period was for me? Lunch. I remember the first time they did it, I was kind of upset because I was hungry. But we was all outside. You know what wound up happening? People started fighting. And then once they broke up the fighting, then they tried to have us all go through the same entrance that was metal detector and whatnot. So it took a while for us all to get through there. But what they would do is they would start pushing. People from the back would start pushing people. So everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's eventually, that'll lead to somebody falling and stumbled over and everything else like that. I looked at that, and just like how you did, I did that twice, and I took myself home after the third time. Because teachers was sitting up there, they was coming out, they was like, somebody pulled it again, yup, and they was having smoke breaks and everything, and I was like, yo, deuces, I'm going home. But I would try my damnness to try to make sure I was at the front of the lunch line. Like I would rush down there to 6th period so I could get my spicy chicken sandwich and fries. And if I was able to, get me a nice cold chocolate milk and go home and enjoy it in the peacefulness of my room.
Dang.
That was the goal. But like how it was for you, I got home before everybody else was back in the building.
Man, look, I would dip. It was cool. It was just like, but they did it one time in the summertime, and that was like the one time I got pepper spray was at that freaking school, bro. The one I've been alive 30 years. I've only been pepper sprayed once.
Same.
And that was at that school. Like, and I didn't even get pepper sprayed directly. I was just in the vicinity.
Yep.
Once it started spreading, and then as everybody running back into the school, I'm running in, I'm coughing, choking. I'm like, bruh, I hate this school. I hate this school so much. Like it's cool for the most part, but man, I ain't never been pepper sprayed.
But you was outside though, right?
Yeah, it was the cops that did it. They was arguing with some dude, and then they was like, we'll pepper spray this crowd. So everybody like, hey, move. Everybody like, move. So we all trying to get back in the building. And I guess he kept arguing with the dude. And then he just like started macing everybody that was right there. I'm like, bro, this is prison.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm hearing you talk about this, your high school experience, and I'm just like, we had different lives, my boy. We had totally different experiences, my boy. That sounds so crazy to me. Like, dang.
Like I didn't get directly pepper sprayed, but like I was in the vicinity, but like it was an enclosed space. That's different from being like outside in the air. It got someplace to go. Like in an enclosed space, when that happens, bruh, I got asthma, son. I thought I was dying, bro. I was on the ground clutching my chest like a white lady clutching her pearls. Bro, I was clawing at the floor like, I need air. Bro, pepper spray ain't nothing, bro. No, son.
That's trash.
I'd rather get beat with billy clubs and get pepper spray, bro.
Like when they said like they was like people go through the police account. I'm like, I don't know how, cause you're not pepper spraying me. I don't care what you say. It's just not gonna happen. You need to know what it feel like before you do it. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I would never. I would never.
Yo, Army and like.
Wow,
I saw that. I was like, okay.
Yo, like the Army and the police, like they wild because like I got some Army friends and whatnot, and apparently like you got to get tased. Like,
I'm not doing that,
son. Like,
you
he
gotta...
showed me a video of him getting tased. Like, they sat up there, they held his arms and whatnot. Obviously, he did it voluntarily and willingly, but you know, they still hold him just because the natural instinct of a human is just like, no. You know what I'm saying? But he got tased, you know, he said it hurt. He, like, everything from waist down was like tingling and hurting and everything. I'm just like, yeah, bro, I'm good, yo.
You gotta sneak up on me and do it. Cause I'm not finna willingly watch you come at me and shoot me with no taser gun, bro. That's not...
If I gotta get tased, I wanna know what's coming. Cause what if, like, you in the middle of something really good, like watching something, or you about to eat something, and you just get tased? I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be mad regardless. It don't matter what I'm doing.
I'm gonna be mad if I'm caught off guard, though. I'm like you say, I'm gonna be mad regardless, but I'm gonna be mad if I'm caught off guard.
You gotta sneak up on me and do it, cause you're not finna just... I'm not finna...
Like,
you gotta know how it feels. I mean, alright, but you gonna know how it feels before I do. Cause you're not just finna tase me, bro. I'm not... That looks like it hurt, bro. Like, when you see people just go stiff and fall, bro, I'm like, bro, that looks like... No, absolutely.
My stepfather was in the Army, and they said that they had to go into, like, a gas chamber. And, like...
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have to experience that, and like people have to put like their feet on your chest or something like that, bro. Like this, bro. The amount of weird things that they put you through to get you ready to defend the civilians is nuts.
I had a friend that was in the Marines. Yes, they do.
Nah, son.
That was like, you gotta go in a gas chamber. All right, bro, no. Tell me what you should do. No. No.
I ain't gonna hold you. I told myself, like, if I didn't make none of myself by a certain age, certain period of time, yeah, I was gonna join some type of branch, bro.
That's a solid plan. That was not mine. I just don't be nothing in life, bro. No, absolutely not.
Damn. That's nuts.
It's like, look, if I don't beat nothing then, and only then, I'm going to the Army. Absolutely not.
I mean, it's either that or selling drugs. I was like, you know what? The Army don't sound bad, you know?
Nope. Still no.
Griselda Blanco, my nigga. Because I'm not going, bro. It's not that it's not like it's an unhonorable thing to join the Army or because some of the most intelligent people actually do join the Army. It's just, that's not for me. Like, I don't, how can I say this? The culture we have amongst our people is enough. I don't need you yelling at me. I don't need to go and subject myself to that. Like, personally, I just like, hey man, look, I'm already raised militant. I don't need you doing that.
See, that was my feeling. That's why I didn't go, like, initially, because like my JROTC teacher, the sergeant and whatnot, like, he had me like real geeked up to like join the Marines and whatnot. Because the way he was talking about it and everything, like the camaraderie and everything else like that, it was cool. But like I could not get past the whole yelling thing. It's like, bruh, I was never that kid where I needed to get yelled at in order to do something.
Yeah.
Like if my mom said to do something, it was either she told me once or the other alternative, which we already know what it was. But it was just like, oh, just tell me once and that's cool. Like I didn't need to get yelled at. So my whole mindset is just like, if you want me to go run 6 miles, I'm going to go run 6 miles. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I'm not going to sit up there. You don't need to yell and scream at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. Because then it's going to be like, bruh, you need to relax. It's okay. It's going to get done. It's all right.
That's crazy because it's the complete opposite for me. Like I got yelled at. like I was slow. I got yelled at. So it was like, yeah, but it's like, it was gonna be a bad time for me in the Army because it was just like, then on top of that, I'm a smart aleck, so it was just like, yeah, it was gonna be a bad time for me if I win. It was like, this is not gonna be what you want to do.
See, I thought about the smart aleck thing too until I realized that my actions has consequences for the whole squad. And yeah, son, my sister used to tell me how, you know, if you made everybody run or do push-ups and everything, when nighttime came.
That's tough.
You just gonna listen, man. Bags of soap, getting beat by bags of soap. Everybody holds you down and take turns beating you with bags of soap. Ain't no bruises.
Okay,
son.
Here's my thing. I like to think I'm a very reasonable person.
Mm-hmm.
I even like to think I'm non-confrontational, non-violent.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say in that situation whether that would hold true. I would hope. But, like, when it comes to, like, that level of bullying, like, all y'all, man.
I mean,
that, like, with what I know,
Yeah.
like, with what I know, like, it's like, nah, bro.
Right.
Like, everybody catching the fade. Like, nah, meet me in the...
No, I get it. But it's just like, man, like, if you just got through running 6 miles, literally just got through running 6 miles, and you get there, and Sean is just arguing with the sergeant or something, and he's like, oh, you want to be a smart aleck? All right, all of y'all run 6 more miles. Bruh, I like to think of myself as a person that's not going to take my anger and frustration out on people. But if I literally just got run through 6 miles, don't let it be in the cold either. No, we gonna have problems.
Sean gonna get that work.
Sean gonna get all that work. You gonna run me my fade. No, son. Like, nah.
Kev, you gonna hop in on it?
Nah.
I can't see it, bro. Like, I just can't. It wasn't gonna be for me, bro. It was gonna be a bad time.
I cry before I think I hit somebody like that. I'd be like, bro, I hate you. I hate you. Oh.
No, it's okay. You can cry and punch at the same time. It's okay.
Really? Is that something you watched TV or a movie and you cried?
Oh.
Man, today I was watching an episode of This Is Us. It's about the one character in the show, Miguel. Bro, I hate to admit this, but I bawled, bro. I bawled. They played his whole life, like, he's the character that's been around the entire time, like that, and they played his life from, like, front to back, even down to, like, his ending. And it was like, yo. First of all, This Is Us is a great show. They do everything that they do. They do flashbacks, do every stuff like that in the show. The way that they do it is always, like, incredible. But they just, like, put it all together and piece it together perfectly, man. It had me at the end of that episode crying.
Wait, This Is Us. Why that sounds familiar?
It's a really popular show.
Yeah, it's a really popular show. I like a million little things over This Is Us.
Little things is so depressing though, bro. It's so depressing.
That's the
like This Is Us is like it's like the nicer version of A Million Little Things. I feel like.
Bro, they meant to make you cry and feel bad because it's depressing.
Yeah, but like million things, little things is trying to digging its hole in depression. This Is Us is like, hey, we all get depressed, we're gonna be all right. Million Little Things is like, oh yeah, you thought that was bad. Yo, that was bad. Wait till you.
I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up on that. I missed that now.
Million Little Things, yeah. I had to stop watching it because I was watching them at the same time, and I was like, that's too much emotion, bro. I'll catch up on the Million Little Things later, but that's too much emotion.
I don't know when's the last time I cried watching something. I can't remember. I can tell you times where I did. I cried watching 50-50.
That's a good one.
I think I cried.
I've never heard of
the Silver Linings Playbook. I think I should have said during that.
Okay.
Beast of No Nation. And a random one, Scrubs.
Word?
Yeah, it was like an episode where like they were like, I mean, it had its comedy, but it was more
was
like.
Was one when the nurse died?
I think it was.
That one was tough. That one was tough. That one was one of those like, whoa. This show was real funny all the time, and all of a sudden it just was not funny for an entire episode. You like, bro, what just happened? Yeah, and it started off funny. Like the episode before that was like funny, but it had its dark moment, but it was funny like that. And then it just like all of a sudden you just get back and you're just like, she about to be gone. What? Now, what about you, man?
I'm trying to think.
Never? You don't think you ever cried?
It's not that I never. I'm just like when you say last time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the last time. Yeah. And honestly, the furthest I can remember, like a last time, like crying was like we went to go see the My Hero Academia movie, and it was when Deku's mom was like, I don't want you to fight. I don't want you to do this. Like, I hate that you do this. And, like, that related to me in, like, a real way.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I know how you feel. Like, that crushed you. That the thing you dream of doing, your parents is just so scared for your life. They don't even want you to do it. And it was just like, it kind of hit home. So that was, like, one. That was, like, the most recent. But, like, just in general, I probably cried during a couple. I just can't remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
I'm trying to think. I'm really like I'm racking my brain about this.
That's what I said, bro. I couldn't think of like the last time. I just listed off some stuff that I know for sure that I cried about.
Man, I think so I know when I was 13, I seen Passion of the Christ and I cried.
Okay.
I cried in the crucifixion scene. I cried.
Yes, that was wild. That was one of those ones where it was like, I didn't see it until like 16 or 17, and I understood why. Because my parents were like, because I remember when it came out, and it was like, everybody was going to go see. My parents were like, you were not going to see that. And I was like, for what? Everybody, it's Jesus. And then I saw that, then I was like, oh, that's why. Because this is hard to watch.
Bruh, I'm 13, I'm like, under my coat, but then I'm still peeking, and I'm like, oh!
Yeah, man.
And then,
Yeah, man, that was a really well done film, bro.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Toy Story 3.
Hey, that's a real one. That's the last one time you think you cried?
No, not
Or
the last
that's,
one.
that's one of the ones actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, that one had me close. Like,
Power Rangers.
you gotta explain this.
what?
You gotta explain this.
The last one that came out.
The
Not
new
one-
movie?
Yes.
Why?
It's a spoiler alert, right? But it's all right. It's been out since like 2017, so whatever. So there's a scene in which essentially Billy dies or is damn near dead. But like the whole group is kind of like up until that point, like fragmented and whatnot. Like they got issues with one another. But once he got killed by Rita or whatnot, like everybody started coming together. And it's just like in that moment, it was real emotional. Like it was really well done.
Mm.
Like you were like emotionally like invested. Like we knew that he wasn't going to be dead, but it was just the fact of the matter. Like all of that build up and everything, because like he was like the nerdy guy, bro. But he wasn't like the Billy from the TV show. He was it made you feel like he had he was kind of like some type of autistic or something like that. So it felt like he wasn't all the way 100% upstairs to a certain extent. Like he was smart. Don't get me wrong, he was smart. But it
Like
felt
Rain Man.
I ain't never seen Rain Man.
He was real smart, but he was autistic. But
Yeah, but like it was just like one of those kind of things, and it's just like, man, that's tough. But yeah.
Y'all, okay, tearjerkers. Y'all ever seen I Am Sam?
No, I saw a clip of it one time and was like, I could see why that would be do you in.
OG used to make us watch, cause my mom is like a movie buff.
Yeah.
So she would like make us like, so we had to sit there and watch that, and I was like, oh, this is sad.
Yeah.
Like this is sad. Like that was sad. I Am Sam. That was a real tearjerker. I ain't gonna cry.
I know one thing that had me on the verge of tears was Remnant.
Really?
No idea.
You know you were in Remnant.
With Leonardo DiCaprio?
That's the only movie he won an Oscar for. You would think he won an Oscar
Oh,
for
Revenant.
Remnant, whatever.
Okay.
Man.
No, not the same word. It's okay.
But I just understood.
But that's why I didn't
what
know. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, yeah, that movie was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he was getting mauled by a bear for 10 straight minutes, bro. Like you thought it was gonna be over with. No,
Yeah,
and it did that about 4 or 5 times. And I was just like, can we stop? Leave him alone.
I'm not gonna lie, I just find it strange that like the movie he won the award for was the one he didn't really talk in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but it's kind of interesting because I feel like there's a lot of other roles he played. And I was
Because
supposed to be part.
Django,
That was solid.
he should have won.
That was
And
solid.
it feels weird rooting for that Confederate character. Not that it was a good
No,
character,
right,
but
no.
the acting.
Acting was so good.
Oh man, this is like, bro,
Yeah.
I could go in and act.
No,
I could.
So I got a question though. So as all of us are in here is black, right?
What?
All of us in here are black, right? Cool.
You
So,
said I'm sorry.
so what TV show do you think has caused black people the most harm? What made us look the worst? I have 2 straight up front. Jerry Springer, Maury.
I don't count those as black shows because they were hosted by
I know,
white
but
men.
I'm saying which made us look bad. I'm not saying they were made by black people. I'm just saying they made us look bad.
Then yeah, that's the top.
For
Those
one,
are the top two.
right? Like,
Those are the top two.
Can you think of anything else? Because I asked this question because there was a clip on Twitter yesterday that I saw, and it was from the first season of Jerry Springer. it was no chill, bro. It was no.
It was mild by the time we got older to watch it.
Compared to that, yes.
I want to say Steve Wilkos, but he's pretty equal opportunity. Everybody trash on that show.
Yeah.
Like it's not just black people. Everybody trash on that show. Steve Wilkos is funny, bro.
But can y'all think of something else though? Any other show?
He takes away your relaxation. I'm sorry. He'd be like, you're a piece of crap. Stand up. Oh, that's not funny. It's like he don't give you the comfort of sitting down. He's just like, no, you're a piece of crap. Stand
Man,
you don't get a chair.
Look bad, bro.
You don't get a chair.
Well, maybe not the worst, but anyone you think of.
No, man, I can't. I don't know. I only can think of the good ones, honestly. Like that's the thing.
Okay. That made black people look
Cops.
bad.
Cops. Can we say cops?
I don't know, man. Like, I just think that
Cops, bro, for
Yes.
sure.
You know
For
what? That's
sure.
right because they could have, because they could have picked. They picked and choose who they wanted to show getting arrested.
Also, remember, Cops has been on forever, bro. Forever.
For one.
Who's still watching Cops though, B?
I don't know, but all I know is it's been on forever.
I got the number one.
Uh-oh.
I got the news. The news. The news has done more harm to the black community.
Ooh, let me ask you this about The Wire. Like, as much as it's a great show, I never really watched it, but that sounds like a show that makes people think. Like,
okay, hold on. Before we get into that, let me drop this. Let's drop this caveat in there. Bam, you ready?
Right. Okay.
Are we including black people who made black shows?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, we're talking about Universal.
University that made black people look bad.
No, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
No,
don't you do it.
Look, is we dropping it or no? Because I need to know before we go in.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, I got one off the top of my head right now.
Don't you dare.
Wait. We're gonna say it on 3. We're gonna say it the same show on 3. Okay.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say too.
I
wonder what you're gonna say. All right, you say yours on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, that's that.
That was not what I thought you was gonna say.
Me neither. But that's actually a really good answer too, though. What are you about to say? I'm about to get mad at you, I think.
Yeah. Cause I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bad Girls Club.
Oh no, that's a fair one. That's a fair one.
Tyler Perry, bro.
Ah, dang it, that's the one. I knew. I knew it. Dang it.
Yo, I don't
hey,
know.
you set me up good. You gave me the first one. I was like, yeah, Bad Girls Club. Dang it.
I don't want no Tyler Perry smoke, bro. I'm done.
Here's my thing. It some of it be real, but
How does he make us look bad?
Okay.
Us.
Okay, for one, you ever seen Acrimony?
No.
Why did it have to be a black woman that bared all the pain and felt that way? Would we have felt the same way about the movie if it was more like Gone Girl?
All right, Dr. Umar, what else?
No, I'm just saying. I don't have, like, I like the movies, but it was like, and no discredit to him. He's a great writer. I just I get sick of how the black men are portrayed in that show. I mean, in those plays. It's like, bruh, okay, there's not a large minority of men who act like that. But one could assess that this is how men act. It's like, bruh, oh, he gonna leave you for another chick. People leave people for all manner of reasons, and it's not just black men. But then but people look at that and they be like, all black men are this way. And it's like, no.
Okay.
Not all black men want to suck you dry, your finances, and want you to just do bad in life and hump on you and dry your car. There's a small minority of men who might be like that. But that's not everybody's goal in life.
Let me ask you this, since y'all have seen more Tyler Perry movies than I have seen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Has Tyler Perry done anything that's not full of drama and pain and hurt?
Alex Cross.
Meet the Browns.
Yeah, and Meet the Browns.
That's dope. House of Pain.
Like that, I have no. My bad. Yeah. That I have no problem with. Like yeah. House of Pain.
I'll say this: from what you were saying, I realized that there's you're right. There's never really a story that's really about the black men. I'll take that back. Daddy's Little Girls.
Okay, that is okay.
That's
okay.
a good
okay.
one.
Okay.
Also, not Alex Cross. What's the one with him when he's a lawyer?
Alex Cross.
That's the lawyer?
I thought Alex Cross was like a superhero or an agent.
No, he was like a detective. Or like a lawyer. Yeah, what?
No, that wasn't Alex Cross, bro.
Man, bro, I read the Alex Cross books. And I think
Alex Cross like it had a villain in it.
No, I think he's like a detective or something.
Alright, well, with everyone he plays a lawyer, that one's another
I think that was Alex Cross.
You can check it out. I doubt it though. But yeah, there's Daddy's Little Girls, and then there's that one. But yeah, all the original like first 3 movies that came out definitely were like dogging, like. And then like Why Did I Get Married series kind of dogging.
Yo, I saw them for the first time. What was that, last year? No, it was this year. It was this year. Like shortly after we had.
No, that's not it.
This not it.
I'll find it.
Listen,
okay.
I'm the wrong person to show that to be. No, like shortly after I sat up there and said that Tyler Perry his movies like Call of Duty or whatnot. Like I went to go watch some, and I found one, and it was that. What you just said? Like, why did I get married or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, this ain't bad. Like I mean, it got some things in there that's a little bit like, oh, okay, but it wasn't that bad. And I found out it had a sequel too. I'm like, oh, it's cool. I mean, the ending of it was kind of sad, but you know.
Yeah, and I mean, like, don't get me wrong. That is true to life in some sense, but it's like, bruh. It's like the more I look at it, I'm like, I feel bad for being black. Like, it's like, hey, like if this, because even if a person make those mistakes, they are not that character. But if you can only see out of the eyes of the character of that person, like this is how people are always gonna, act. You can get attached to that kind of ideal. And I was like, nah, I'm like, this ain't for me. And then like, it didn't show a lot of union. It didn't show a lot of coming together. It always had this picture of like the dad being a deadbeat and then the stepdad coming in and being rescued, which isn't as true to life as most people would think. A lot of the times, women, unfortunately, well, not all women, but some women end up being single. And it's like, there's not often that a man will step up in that place. And it's like, bro, that kind of does more, like, why can't the dad get his stuff together and be just a better parent and they co-parent and, like, where those endings at? Where they come together in union, or something like that. Like, it's like, why it's always this idea of, you know what I'm saying? Just like, of the black man being just less than. And I was like, bro, like, and then it's like some of the black, like, man, I'm like, bro, I got tired of watching them. But it was mostly because, like, that's just the people I was around. That's what they was into. They just watched those. But it was just like, I'm sick of this. I don't like this.
You got a point.
But I think it does more harm than good, because I don't think it's like a lot of union in the black community amongst the black woman and the black man. Like, just when I go on YouTube and see the stuff like that, I'll be like, man, that's a lot of separatists.
That's mad facts, bro. Because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's always been this way, and it's just the fact that I just never pay attention until like maybe a few years ago. But that whole divide of black man versus black woman, like, that is mad real.
Yeah.
And it is disgusting. It's nothing but a bunch of people that are hurt, jaded, and everything else in between, bruh. Just saying whatever. And they're saying it with so much passion and conviction that they lead other people to believe like that's what it is. And it's like, son, like, because I'm not saying that it ain't trash people out there. It's trash people out there, any color. You know what I'm saying? But to sit here and then just make claims that, no, all a black man gonna do is this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And he's not gonna truly love you unless, like, you light skinned or something like that, or you exotic or something. Like, man, it's so much garbage, bro. so much garbage.
Yeah, I just don't like I don't like the representation. That's my grandstanding statement, bro. I don't like the representation because I've been hurt by different kind of women, but I still love black women. That's just me. But if I marry, you know what I'm saying, outside of my race, it's like, hey man, honor that. Like, honor that. That don't mean I don't like black women. It mean I won't defend them. I just don't like that black men don't defend black women kind of thing. Yeah. I don't like that whole. I'm like, bro, nah, I'm good on that. And it's like that ain't my thing, bro. That ain't my thing. I think that does more harm than good.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, what else? What else has done more harm than good? What else has done more harm than good? I don't know, bro. Outside of Jerry Springer and Maury, nigga. Cheaters? I don't know.
Cheaters felt kind of equal, too, though. Cheaters felt equal. It was just, yeah. I don't know, man.
You watched Catfish. How was Catfish? Was that like equal opportunity for everybody? Was it?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it was?
Come on, for sure.
I ain't know. I ain't watch Catfish. I'm taking it back.
I think he was right about that Love and Hip Hop though. Like pretty much all of them reality shows other than Teen Mom on VH1 are all like not good. Flavor of Love didn't do nothing for nobody.
Listen, it didn't do no good, but I would be lying to you if I told you that it was not entertaining.
Oh, it was wildly entertaining, bruh. It was Ratchet Bachelor, bro. It was Ratchet Bachelor.
Which one? Flavor of Love?
Yeah.
And then Flavor of Love had like bunch of spinoffs and then unofficial spinoffs. That's
First
crazy.
of all, this man turned down New York twice, right?
Yeah.
So wildly disrespectful.
Because he picked Hoops the first time and he picked Delicious the second time. And
wildly disrespectful.
And I forgot what happened.
Because he didn't invite all the same girls back, right? Like she was one of the only ones who got invited the second time, right?
Yeah, she came back towards the end of the season as like a surprise shock, but everybody else was like brand new.
Yeah, man. What was with that, bruh? Also, I know she out here doing good now though. Like, she figured out she finessed it. She got the bag.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: Do you think people will watch The Bachelor if it was black people?
They made a Bachelor and Black Bachelor.
No,
they did.
Yeah.
Do you know how that ended though? The Black Bachelor chose somebody and then found out later that they put some racist tweet out, so they end up together. That's exactly how I thought it would have ended though. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, I don't want to see it.
When you see the dating show, it's like, wow, and it's like, yeah, this was get the rating. But it's like if you watch The Bachelor, it's like elegant, and I'm like, bruh, why can't we do that?
Well, it's ratchet for one because they chose Flavor Flav of all people to be the banging person,
and it's not entertaining. I put it like that. Like, I'm not telling you that it's right. I'm just saying that it's not entertaining. Like, if you have The Bachelor, like, if you were to tell me right now, Flavor Flav is coming out with a whole brand new concept, whatnot, a dating show, it's going to be him trying to find love, and then you sit up there and put it directly aside of it, The Bachelor or Bachelorette with all black people, I'm going to watch Flavor of Love.
That's a fact.
I am sorry. I'm a part of the
No. I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
I'm a part of the problem. Yep.
I'm not judging. I ain't judging.
Because it's just like, what are they gonna do? Do ballroom dancing for their affection and love or something? That's what the challenge is gonna be? Or am I gonna sit up there and see who can cook for Flavor Flav's mom? And some girl put a whole chicken in the microwave. That is gold.
That is gold.
I don't know who wrote that. Because I feel like some of that was staged. Not all of them was like that, but like...
Son,
I get you. Some of them, I believe, like, they was, like, really like that. Because, like, New York...
Which one of you niggas call me Dr. Umar? I'm sorry. that just popped back into my mind. Hey, you know what? You right. You right, big dog. Don't be worried about it. I got something for you.
Oh man, it's just like it's more entertaining, bro. Like, and that's something that I can get behind. I don't know why, and it's crazy because I can justify myself allowing myself to watch that, but I can't watch no Love and Hip Hop. Maybe it's because for me, I don't see that there's a goal in Love and Hip Hop. They're just people in the business trying to make it, and they wind up doing like ratchet stuff. Versus there being an actual competition and just people are just ratchet, but they're in the competition. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some kind of basis or grounds for why you are doing the things that you're doing, like putting the chicken in the oven. There's a reason why. You know what I'm saying? I could see that, but I just can't justify, you know, people getting into petty arguments. I slept with your man, you slept with my man. Ooh, let's fight and have a reunion show, and then we all fighting like it's just no.
Can I admit something?
What up?
I like watching them. I don't want to say it like I don't want to be disrespectful. I like watching them Southern TV shows where they be like hunting alligators and stuff like that. I like watching that. That's entertaining for me.
No, that's fair. No, that's fair.
entertaining.
As you get older, you start getting different interests in certain things. Like for me, like if I can find anything space related, like people talking about planets and everything else like that, or like the universe expanding.
One of them Neil deGrasse Tyson niggas is what you want?
Son, I could sit there and I could just watch that with some popcorn, some food. I'd be like, man.
That still gets me, bro, when you realize that man is not a scientist, bro.
What?
But that man is not a scientist, bro.
What is he?
Nigga just read a lot.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nope, bro. Not a doctor, not a scientist.
He don't even got no degree in law. I mean, in science. No science degree.
I don't think so.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'll check it right now. But somebody
Is he just like a genius that just got famous?
I'm not mad at him. He got that bag. I ain't mad at it. Because he got me fooled. I thought he was a scientist and a doctor or something too, bro.
That's how they advertise him.
Yeah.
Like it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Wouldn't just notice they don't say doctor. That makes sense.
Man, what the heck? Yeah, let me see what he got. Oh, he got okay. I said that back. He got some stuff.
He a scientist?
I don't know if he's a scientist, but he got his doctorate in something. Let me see. It's kind of hard. He's got a lot going on apparently. So studied at Harvard, University of Texas, Columbia. It doesn't say he. 1991 to 94, he was a postdoctoral research associate at Princeton University. So I don't know that it says he actually got his degree.
Crazy smart.
Yeah, I don't think he said he got his degree from what's it called though. I don't think he got that degree from.
Is he a physicist?
From America. Yeah, he's an astrophysicist. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's scientist.
So he got his hunting shows. I got my space shows. What about you?
What?
Like what show or whatnot in your age now that you?
Drugs, bro. I want cartel shows. I want money laundering. I want people getting killed. That's what I want to see, and it's horrible. But tell you what, you give me a show where there's money being laundered, there's drugs being pushed, and people being killed, and I am there.
All right, Ace.
Okay. I just started watching Ozark. Bro, I started watching Ozark this week.
Did you finish the first season yet?
Bruh.
You did?
No. I'm on the last 3 episodes of the first season.
Okay.
Bruh, I'm telling you what. Don't say nothing to me.
No. I'm just saying, like, I gotta finish it because, like, I'm in the second season. Because I watched the first season when it came out, and then I just dropped off of the show. But now I got all of it to just binge watch, and like I'm on the second season right now. Though the first season is fine.
The drug shows are my heroin. I'd be like, new show. Get me. Let's go. I'm in there.
This nigga be at the crib. We was making hand over fist.
Snowfall.
Do I watch Snowfall? What you mean? That's my show.
I ain't never seen her.
Snowfall, bruh.
Like she slap hands like a nigga.
Bruh.
Like, she ain't say ow or nothing. She was like that was all adrenaline.
Yeah. Snowfall's that show. Oh my gosh.
Finished latest season though.
That's that. Yes, I did. What's that? We gonna talk about it. We can talk about it after we're done. For sure, we will. No, for sure we will. That's a show. Man,
I don't know. After Power let me down, I was just kind of off of drug shows.
Why Power let you down?
Did you see the last season?
Yeah. No, I didn't actually. I lied. I watched the first episode and the last episode of last season because I was like, this. I'm over it.
Yeah,
That's fair. That show was extended too long. It should have ended the season earlier.
The writing got worse.
And they should have just
like Kanan came back because he was locked in a room that was on fire, but somehow, some way, he's able to get out of it. And I'm just like, bro,
no, I like that.
Not for me.
I like that. I like that part.
You ain't watching it no way.
Oh my nigga, I ain't make it out the first season. I don't think I made it past the third episode. And I was working with this nigga. He was hyping it up. He was like, "Bro, you gotta watch Power." Bro, I'm like, I don't want to watch.
Nah, bro. I think here's my thing with Power. Power is so I think it's like sex infused. They're like that's why people really like it. Like people don't realize it either. They're like the story's cool, but you like it because you know you're gonna see somebody get naked, or you kind of waiting to see who's gonna get naked this episode. And I'm like, it's cool.
Maybe for the first part.
The story isn't that strong. It isn't that strong. It's just like entirely isn't that strong. But you got very attractive people having sex on the show. It sells.
I didn't make it out of it. I don't think I made it past the third episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you see that drug lady show that ended like this year, last year?
Drug lady show? No. Queen of the South?
Yeah.
Nope, didn't watch that one. No.
I heard that's really good. It got on Netflix, like all the seasons and whatnot, and like I was tempted because I've been hearing nothing but great things about it. But like
Snowfall's that show. Ozark has got me like addicted right now. I'm so excited. And then I forgot what the show. Oh, Narcos. Narcos. The first 2 seasons of Narcos, all about Pablo Escobar. Bro, that show is cold. But yeah, that's what you want to know. That's my appetite right now. You got good drug shows. Cause it's so I think it's so foreign to me. That's why it's like stuff that I'll never understand, never be close to, never like fathom. It's almost like the same thing as like watching Star Wars.
No,
it's just that far out of my realm, bro.
I get that because Push album came out like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Call My Bluff, bro.
Call My Bluff.
You heard that one, though, right?
I heard a little bit. I didn't hear all the songs.
Never mind that. No matter.
Okay.
No,
I thought okay. But when I heard those sounded good.
You gotta listen to
I'm listening to the whole thing. Okay.
You gotta listen to Call My Bluff. Call My Bluff makes me feel like I got ops or something. Like, yo, call my bluff right now.
Somebody was like,
I'll send somebody over there right now. Son, like it just get me, dog.
Look,
Push album, bro.
I like, the only thing I'm waiting is for the 3rd season of Witcher. That's the only thing I'm waiting on. That's the only way you're gonna get me back into Netflix and TV.
Okay, but check this out. May 13th.
Wait,
May 13th.
You said May.
May 13th. It's May right now, bro.
Oh, it is May. I'm thinking it's June, B.
Yeah.
Time flying, bro.
Yeah.
Time
May 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's album comes out.
Mm-hmm. Double album.
Double.
So,
I don't want to hear it when we link up next week. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I didn't hear it. I ain't listened to it. We gotta get it. We gotta talk about that next week.
Me no listen.
You gotta listen.
Me no listen.
Why you not gonna listen?
Me no listen.
Hell, why? You not gonna listen?
No, this is a slippery slope for me, bro.
Okay.
That's why it's a slippery slope.
This ain't trap music though. This is Kendrick. Bro.
It ain't about it being trapped. It's just all I need is the door.
Kendrick is
and I'm
like that.
stepping clean back in. All
right, so you got no excuse.
No, it's not gonna be no excuse.
All right, we're gonna talk. We'll talk about it. And you can ask questions about it.
Cause it took everything. Not for me. For one, once I happened to listen to Johnny P's Caddy,
yeah,
it took everything not to try to go and look up Benny the Butcher's catalog. Like it was like, you know what? It's like, let me go see what he got.
Yo,
just because like I used to listen to the other dude, Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
So I was
talking about Conway. You talking about Conway?
No, yeah, Conway the Machine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Crooked.
Cool.
No, Crooked Eye was with Joe Budden.
Yeah.
My bad. But Conway the Machine. So it was like it was like, you know what? If I do this,
slippery slope. I understand. I respect it.
It's slippery slope.
Before we wrap up,
yes.
Did y'all hear about Young Thug?
No, what happened to Young Thug?
Rico case.
Really?
Yeah, him and his whole crew, YSL or whatever they named themselves, bro.
Hey man,
they threw whole book.
Is it federal or?
I think
like
it's either federal.
Rico was got to be federal, right?
It's either federal or state. One of them.
Oh, okay.
But like they got like an 88-page like document or something. Yeah, bro. That was crazy. Like that was a talk of yesterday. I ain't got really nothing to say about it, but it's kind of crazy because I will say this. It's just like I don't understand you getting on. You like finally making it out the hood, being able to make money for yourself, and then you still want to be attached to that street life, bro. I will never understand that. Like I understand. I don't justify it. I don't defend it, but I understand when sometimes like when you know what I mean, coming from where you coming from, sometimes you gotta you do what you know how to do, right? I'm not defending it. Like I said, I just understand it. But if you make it out by doing something that's not related to that at all, and it's making you money, son, dropping all of that, bruh. Like, why?
Yeah.
now he might be going to jail for a long time or for the rest of his life, along with him and his crew. For what? It's crazy.
Mm.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's all I had to say on it. If y'all ain't got nothing to say about it, we just wrap up.
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
No? Cool.
It's been real, fellas.
It is. Real. It is. Like I said, we gotta stop meeting like this every, 5 months. So
yes, sir.
So as it stands,
Who?
we hope to be back.
Byron.
Who?
Byron. Alright, my bad.
No.
I made it
Get
through
all
the
your Byron
whole.
off. No,
I
get
made
all
it
your-
through the whole.
You did.
You did.
Man,
you
look.
did.
You did.
Say
I'm not
that.
even. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you.
Okay, I made it out.
I ain't even mad at you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Reset the Vibe. We didn't even introduce ourselves. That's cool. To
They
my
know.
right is.
They know who he is.
To my left is.
They don't know.
Am I supposed to know that song? Where's that from?
This is Cam.
I don't know.
All right, Darius, man. Go ahead.
Word. And this is fast. This has been Reset the Vibe. Damn, I forgot my outro. It's been so long, man.
Take care of one another. Be kind to one another.
As always.
As always, love.